What is the best way to make homemade fermented foods? Choose the right ingredients. To make fermented foods at home, start with high-quality ingredients. Fresh vegetables like cabbage, cucumbers, and carrots are ideal for fermenting. Organic options without preservatives ensure the best results, as preservatives can inhibit the fermentation process. Use clean equipment. Hygiene is crucial when fermenting foods. Make sure all utensils, jars, and tools are thoroughly cleaned and sterilized. Contaminants can spoil your ferment or introduce unwanted bacteria, so cleanliness is key. Salt brine is essential. Salt is a vital part of the fermentation process as it encourages the growth of good bacteria and prevents harmful bacteria from thriving. Use the right salt-to-water ratio, around 2% by weight, for your brine to ensure a successful ferment. Control temperature and environment. Fermentation thrives in a stable, room temperature environment, ideally between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep your ferments out of direct sunlight and avoid extreme temperature fluctuations to ensure steady fermentation. Use fermentation weights. To keep vegetables submerged in the brine, use fermentation weights or a small plate. Exposure to air can lead to mold or spoilage, so ensuring your ingredients stay below the liquid surface is essential for a successful ferment. Allow time for fermentation. Patience is key. Fermentation times vary depending on the type of food, with some taking a few days and others weeks. Taste your ferments periodically to decide when they've reached your preferred flavor. Watch for signs of active fermentation. Bubbling and a slightly sour smell are signs of active fermentation. These indicators mean that beneficial bacteria are doing their job, transforming the sugars in your food into acids and creating delicious, tangy flavors. Prevent mold and spoilage. Check your ferment daily for any signs of mold or spoilage. If you notice mold, carefully remove it without disturbing the rest of the jar. A clean fermentation process helps prevent contamination. Store in the fridge. Once your ferment reaches the desired flavor, transfer it to the fridge to slow down the fermentation process. This will help preserve the taste and keep your homemade fermented foods fresh for weeks or even months. Experiment with flavors. Don't be afraid to experiment with different flavors and combinations. Add garlic, herbs, or spices to your ferments for extra layers of flavor. Fermented foods are versatile and can be customized to suit your taste preferences.